Sacramento, I'm Marianne McClary. A helmet that can help you regrow hair. A NASA scientist invented one. We're going to try it on and find out how it works.
More than 56 million Americans currently suffer from hair loss or thinning.
Well, now a NASA scientist says he's come up with a way they might be able to grow it back. Tamim Hamid is here with the laser hair rejuvenation helmet that's been cleared by the FDA for public use. Now, it sounds like something out of science fiction, honestly.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
How long did it take you to develop this?
Well, it took us about 4 years to develop this, and you know, it's the biggest challenge is putting 80 lasers inside a helmet.
80 lasers.
That's right.
That would be a bit of a challenge.
That is a challenge, and it took the reason why it took so long is that you have to get FDA clearance, and you have to go through all of the regulatory agencies, CE mark, FDA clearance. All that takes a long time to get through.
And it's called a Theradome helmet.
Theradome,
is that right?
yeah.
Theradome. Okay. Now, if I put this on, will I feel anything? Is it any electricity or anything going to happen?
You know, according to all of our FDA studies, we can claim that there's 0 side effects.
Is it
this
on?
is the back right here.
That's right. It's,
okay,
you can just turn it on. And
turn it on first and put it on?
Yeah, just like a... And it talks to you.
And you said it just runs on one battery?
One battery.
What kind of battery?
It's lithium. It's about the size of a AA battery.
So how... I have so many questions. How do the lasers work to help your hair grow back?
That's a great question. We all have the same concept as photosynthesis, right? We take energy from the sun and we convert it into chemical energy, just like you create vitamin D. The same kind of type of concept is that we have identified, back in 1965, they'd identified that the particular wavelength of 670 nanometers stimulates the mitochondria in each of the hair follicles, and that stimulates the particular hair follicles to regrow.
Let's go back. We just ran those pictures, but I didn't realize that we ran. I just saw the tail end. We've got some before and after pictures that you provided. So tell us what we're looking at.
So right here, this is a 17-year-old female patient that was a beauty queen pageant, and she was losing hair. When you lose more than 100 hairs per day, that constitutes you know, full-blown hair loss. And she came to us recommended by a physician. We went ahead and let her wear this. So after, and she wore it, she over-abused. I think she wore it a lot more than...
Well, it looks
Is there
great.
damage if you do that? If you use it more than prescribed?
When we tested it with twice a week.
Okay.
And then, but some people use it more just because they think more is better.
Right.
And but she did get excellent results very quickly, and then she actually ended up winning Miss Teen California. So, so because she was wearing extensions, she was wearing all kinds of a wig kind of type of devices.
Oh my gosh.
At 17, it's pretty, you know, devastating.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you were saying that this was kind of created for women mainly. Now, was there a personal experience or someone that came to you and said, hey, can you help me with this?
You know, when I first looked at it, being in the field of lasers, I said, okay, all guys have hair loss, but a very few do anything about it. But 100% of females will do something about their hair loss, because there's just as many women with hair loss as men, believe it or not, but they just hide it a little bit better, you know? And so when I did this, I was experiencing hair loss as well. But then when I looked at the mark as a business kind of type of thing, I looked at it and said, wow, you know, if 100% of that market really is actively looking for something, that's a much better market than a guy just shaving off their head and not being able to do it.
Now, I know it's pricey, but I guess it's all relative. About $900?
Yeah, it's and it lasts, the lasers last about 6,000 hours.
Okay.
So if you do twice a week, it should last you about 90 years.
All right. Well, that should work.
So,
so have you thought about like Home Shopping Network or something, or can we get it through your website?
Yeah,
I know
well, you know, actually there's salons here, like Natural Look Transitions here in Sacramento, Bosley Medical, Hair Club for Men. They're all, you know, resellers.
I mean, if you think about the money that men pay for plugs and surgeries and lotions and balms.
This is about 25 cents a day.
That's affordable.
Versus like, you know, with something with like Propecia or some medication with side effects. And
good for you, Tamim.
We've got Tamim's website linked to ours. If you want to go to gooddaysacramento.com, click show info at the top of the page, and then today's date, you'll be able to find a link to it there. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Your helmet's talking.
Yes.